I, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, do solemnly swear
I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's the President's Guy, and man oh man, did the Ben Shapiro Jeopardy episode do pretty good. Within 20 hours it had becoming the top performing video on this channel, which, you know, only had to clear 30 views, so it was a pretty low bar to clear. But I didn't realize that the same day that I put that video out of me doing the first set of Jeopardy from Ben Shapiro, that he did another one, and this one I'm pretty sure is entirely all presidential trivia. So I haven't watched this video yet, so we're going to get into it and see if we can once again defeat Ben Shapiro. And last time we only beat him by one because it was only one section of the category, so let's see how we do here. If there's any other general history, we'll try to take a crack at that.
And the categories are fast facts, presidential deaths, the White House, first ladies, scandals, and founding fathers.
Okay, why don't we start with scandals, since that's what people want to get to first, probably.
Scandals for 200, Phil.
This president admitted to having an affair during his second term as president.
Who is Clinton?
Well, I mean, you can say that there's actually two presidents who did this, but
he has a point, because depends on what you mean by admit. Because FDR was having an affair during his presidency, and I'm pretty sure his wife knew about it in his fourth term. And a lot of presidents, I mean, JFK obviously didn't have a third or a second term. I mean, a lot of presidents cheated on their wives, but I'm pretty sure this is talking about Clinton and the Monica Lewinsky thing.
But it's actually Bill Clinton here.
Who is Bill Clinton?
Who is Bill Clinton?
And that is correct.
The other person I was thinking of, it would be Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland famously had an affair, and that actually was during his second term, I believe, that he admitted it. Okay, scandals for 400.
President Joe Biden left billions of dollars in military equipment after... Ah! I think my legs might be broken.
Does somebody want to take the category? We could be your Jeopardy hosts.
Sure, why don't you do that? President
Joe Biden left billions of dollars in military equipment after withdrawing troops from this country.
What is Afghanistan? And I guess that was their attempt to try to be funny, but let's be very clear about this, that the equipment that was left behind in Afghanistan was like short range, like planes and like rifles and things. It would have cost more money taking that stuff back out than the value of the things that were there. And it's nothing that hasn't been done in every war since like World War I. Things get left behind. It's just a thing that happens. It's not good, and it's a waste of taxpayer money, but it would have cost billions of dollars flying all of that shit out. So let's just be completely transparent here, but they're looking for Afghanistan.
Where is Afghanistan?
And that is correct. We're starting out easy here, Ben.
I'm figuring, because, these ones are easy. Okay, scandals for 600.
This president created a mild scandal in the British press when he kissed Queen Elizabeth on the lips.
On the lips. And they made the correction, they mean the Queen Mother, so they mean Elizabeth's mom. So this would have been... Elizabeth takes over in 56. I want to say this was Truman or Eisenhower. I'm going to say Truman.
Who is Donald Trump?
Let's try that again.
Do you know? I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Peanuts.
Really? Jimmy Carter did that?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow, that's shocking.
You can say...
Oh, Jimmy Carter. Oh, see, I'm thinking of this wrong. The Queen Mother would have still been alive, so, okay, yeah. I was thinking of this differently. Jimmy Carter did do that.
Who is Jimmy Carter? I mean, he did say that he had sinned in his own mind.
I'm not giving him credit for this because they literally fed it to him, but I'm saying that we're still tied.
Many times, so, weird one, Jimmy. Okay, scandals for 800, yeah.
President George H.W. Bush caused quite a stir with many of the nation's farmers when he stated his dislike over this certain vegetable.
Oh, I know this too. Oh man. Is it Brussels sprouts?
Oh wow.
This is kind of like niche.
Yeah, this is niche because there were a lot of potato-laden scandals during the H.W. Bush term. Remember Dan Quayle misspelled potato? Yeah, I'll say potatoes.
No, it's broccoli.
Oh, okay.
That was my
I did
second
not know
guess.
that.
Dang
These
it.
are definitely minor scandals too. When I'm thinking of scandals, I'm like Teapot Dome, and you're like, remember that time that Jimmy Carter kissed Queen Elizabeth on the lips? Okay, scandals for 1,000.
Well, maybe I should have made the next one.
Oh. Yeah, no, Teapot Dome. This is Warren G. Harding.
Yep.
Harding.
Who is Warren G. Harding?
Classic.
Okay, next category.
I did know that one. They didn't even ask the question, but yeah, it's Warren Harding. There was a lot of corruption in Harding's administration, and again, he was horribly inept at the job. So I mean, it's not hard to see that.
Category. The one that I'm going to totally bomb, by the way, is First Ladies. I'm totally going to bomb next. I don't care about it. That is not a real category of human. First Ladies. We all pretend the First Lady matters, and not so much. Let's do presidential deaths. We'll go dark here. Sponsored by Policy Genius.
This president, the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, died on July 4th in...
Who is Jefferson, and John Adams died the same day. And I think Adams actually died first, because I think his last words... No, Adams died second, because his last words were Jefferson survives. But Jefferson had died a couple hours earlier.
1826.
Okay, well, actually, 2 presidents died on July 4th, 1826.
Boom, roasted. We're all roasted.
No, I actually did know that.
Both authors of the Declaration of Independence, by the way. I mean, obviously, this is meant to be Thomas Jefferson, but John Adams was also deeply involved in the authoring of the Declaration of Independence, and they died on the same day, which is pretty incredible.
That's like the Notebook.
Yeah, well, Adams' last words were Jefferson still lives.
Are they related, their deaths at all?
No, just by
I didn't know if it
coincidence.
was like a shootout or something.
No, it wasn't like
They were both
Burr
very
shooting
old.
Hamilton or something.
They're like in their 80s.
Well, you were correct. Who is Thomas Jefferson? You're skipping a little ahead in the category.
Okay.
All right, next.
This president died 1 month into his term. He
Who's
gave
William Henry
such a
Harrison?
long inaugural address in freezing temperatures that he caught a cold and then got pneumonia.
Who is President William Henry Harrison?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, by the way, he was super old at the age of 68, and apparently he tried to keep warm by drinking a lot. He was very famous for winning that election based on basically having giant voter events where they handed out free beer.
Nice.
That is smart.
Yeah. Okay. Presidential deaths for 600.
Tippecanoe and Tyler too.
Along with Thomas Jefferson, these 2 presidents also died on Independence.
So it's Adams, and I want to say Madison died on the 4th of July. A few years later, it's either Madison or Monroe.
Day.
Who is John Adams?
I told you were skipping ahead.
Which other president died on Independence
Here
Day?
we go.
Wow. Okay, that is
Who
an
was born
excellent
on the
question.
4th?
I can give you a hint.
Okay, I'll take a hint.
His initials are JM.
Well, I mean, there are 2 presidents with those initials,
Exactly.
right? Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna say, who is James Monroe? Okay, I did not know James Monroe died on July 4th. Interesting. Okay, cool. That is a cool factoid. I like that. Okay.
Jess is just here to teach you things, Ben.
Okay. Presidential deaths for 800.
Still tied.
This president died 5 days after eating and drinking a ton of cherries and ice cold milk.
Who is Zachary Taylor? Although he likely died of not cholera, maybe cholera. Something in the DC water supply, I believe. They actually dug up his bones in the 90s to see if he had been poisoned with arsenic.
Milk.
Is this a person who died while president, or is this a person who died after being president?
I think as president.
Who is Zachary Taylor?
Ben, you are a beast.
Guys, I wrote an entire book about presidents, like on an imagistic level, and it's my worst-selling book historically. It's called Project President. Zachary Taylor, who's suspected that he died of poisoning because of that, because he died of indigestion.
Lord have mercy.
Presidential deaths for 1,000.
This president died in 1849. Many scholars believe he practically worked himself to death while president.
Died in 1849. If there's a sitting president, then this would have been Well, it couldn't be Taylor. Well, don't. It would have been Taylor. Taylor died, and then Fillmore takes over, and then Fillmore's there because he signs the Compromise of 1850. Who else would have died in 1849? If he died after being president, it wasn't Tyler because he dies in the 1860s. Harrison was already dead. This has got to be Jackson or Van Buren. No. Is this John Quincy Adams? Maybe I'm going to go with John Quincy Adams.
Let's see. I'm going in reverse where I'm missing the one president between John Tyler and
How does the song go?
Yeah, exactly.
Washington.
You do the hokey.
Oh, so he wasn't president when he died. Yeah, Polk. He left office in 1848.
You got that right then. That's on me.
Okay, fine.
That's not you. You
Okay.
got the points.
Okay, fine. We'll get to more of this in a moment. First, did you know that American homeowners have over $32 trillion in
I'm
equity?
not counting that
Criminals are
one
targeting
because
it with a growing scam the
they fed
FBI
it to
calls
them.
house stealing. Scammers can transfer your title out of your % off their services. Go to HometitleLock.com. That's HometitleLock.com. Promo code Shapiro25. All right, let's do Founding Fathers for 200.
We're still tied.
There were this many principal founding fathers, Ben.
The question doesn't say Ben.
Hold on, I want to hear that question again.
100.
There were this many principal founding fathers, Ben.
The question doesn't say Ben.
This many principal founding fathers, like signatories to the Declaration of Independence. Are we talking?
Are they talking about presidents or just founding fathers? Because if we're going founding father presidents, there's 5. If we're going founding fathers, that depends on what you mean. 30, 60.
We're talking here?
So I would say like core founding fathers, the main guys.
There are a lot of main guys. That is 100% subjective.
I guess I defined it. So moving on.
Yeah, terrible question.
Okay, founding fathers for 400.
This founding father's son died in a duel 3 years earlier, 1801, at the...
Who is Alexander Hamilton? Was he also killed by Aaron Burr?
the same location.
Yeah, this is true. Alexander Hamilton's son died in a duel in 1801.
Bring back that.
Okay, bring back dueling. It would make politics way more interesting.
Or at least like make them joust.
Yeah, and jousting would be amazing.
Make them
Okay,
joust.
founding father for 600.
Of the founding fathers who became president, this one did not attend college.
Oh, okay. You have Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe. It's either Washington or Madison.
Who is George Washington? Yeah, he became a surveyor. Okay, founding fathers for 8.
I'm pretty sure he just went basically right, like he said, from a survey position right to the army, like the English, like for the English. Yeah, because the rest of them were like aristocrats.
For 800.
The term founding fathers did not exist until this man mentioned it in his acceptance speech at the 1920 Republican National Convention.
Harding.
Well, if you'd not given me the date, then I would have been screwed on that one. But who is Warren G. Harding?
Crushing it.
Okay, again, for 1,000.
Upon graduating from Harvard, John Adams became a teacher who taught this subject.
Mathematics?
What is philosophy?
No. What is feminism? No, I'm kidding.
What is lesbian dance theory? Yeah.
What is grammar?
What is grammar?
Oh.
Makes sense. He was
Damn it.
extremely
We're still tied.
meticulous in his writing. Okay, we can do the White House.
This president never lived in the White House, as it was built after he died.
Washington.
Who is George Washington? Okay, 400.
For 400, it costs this amount of money to visit the White House.
I'm pretty sure it's free.
What is $0?
Nice. I tried to trick you there.
I figured. Or if you're a foreign country, what is an unspecified amount of money to a specific person in the White House who will then do your bidding? White House for 600.
For 600, this president is credited with creating the West Wing.
Okay, they mean the show The West Wing. Clinton.
Aaron Sorkin.
Who is Martin Sheen? Who's Andrew Jackson? No.
It is your boy Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, wow. Yeah, much later.
Oh, they didn't
Okay.
mean the show.
White House for
Okay.
800.
There are this many rooms in the White House.
I want to say there's 64.
They're all tiny. I've been there. It's like a tiny person's house.
When did you go?
I've been there several times. Well, during Trump's first term. It's got to be over 100.
132.
I'll count
Yeah.
that as right.
Over 100. I know that's we're doing prices right here now.
Yeah, that's right.
The White House for 1,000.
The White House was designed by this Irish-American architect after he won the design competition in 1792.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not going to know this one.
This was hard.
I know. Some of these were very hard.
Who was it?
Who is James Hoban?
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one. My architecture knowledge is limited. Okay, the only categories left are what? First ladies and fast facts?
Let's get first ladies
Okay, let's do
over
it.
with.
That's fine. Okay, 200 first ladies.
This was the first lady to live in the White House.
Who's Adams?
Who was Abigail Adams? Yeah, she hated it, by the way. She said that it was cold and terrible.
Remember when Trump said that in his first term? He's like,
Yes, and he's right. By the way, he's totally right. Like it is a massive downgrade from Mar-a-Lago. First ladies for 400.
All right. Name one first lady that was not born in.
I mean, that would be like a lot of the first ones. Right? Washington, Adams, Madison.
The United States.
Who's Melania Trump?
There's one more. Would you know it?
One first lady was not born in the United States. Jackie Kennedy not born in the United States?
I don't even know who this is.
Who is it?
Louisa Adams?
Oh,
yeah.
Like John Quincy's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was born in London.
Yes, that's right. First ladies for 600.
Alrighty. This many first ladies were also mothers of presidents.
Let's see. Adams. Bush. It wouldn't have been the Harrisons because that was a grandson situation. So really you're looking just for fathers and sons. So it'd be 2?
Okay. Well, Abigail.
Yep.
Let's see. Barbara.
Yep.
And of course, Melania, because Barron will be our first emperor.
Lisa Nagayib.
First ladies for 800.
Name 2 of the 4 first ladies that passed away before their husband took office.
Oh, man. There's really a question of who got remarried. Oh, I have no clue. Cleveland, maybe?
So like long before. So that would be Joe Biden's first wife.
Yep.
And Martha.
Yeah, damn it. Biden's first wife.
Martha Jefferson, who famously passed away very young.
All right. First ladies for 1,000. This is the first lady to own and drive a car.
Say Wilson or Roosevelt.
Who's Eleanor Roosevelt?
Try one more time.
Who's Edith Wilson?
One more. Third time's the charm.
Phil said Doug Emhoff.
Girl, shake that laffy.
What?
Is that a hint?
What did you just say to me?
That was a hint.
She said, girl, shake that. What?
Girl, shake that laffy. Oh, you probably never heard that song.
I don't even know what you're talking
Girl,
about.
shake that laffy.
Now more than one of you are saying it. It's not helping.
Laffy Taffy?
Laffy Taffy.
Oh, Taft's wife?
Yeah.
Okay, but I wouldn't have known like even her first name. And it wasn't Laffy,
close.
I don't think.
It's Helen.
Where is your head cake?
Okay, fast fact.
This man was the youngest president taking
Teddy.
office at the age of 42.
Who was Teddy Roosevelt?
This president appeared on the $500 bill.
Oh, $500 bill. This is either Grant, Harrison, no, McKinley.
Which was discontinued in 1969.
Who was Grover Cleveland? No, who was on the $500 bill?
William McKinley?
William McKinley, wow.
Okay, Ben, you totally need to get one of those if you don't have one already.
In honor of Donald Trump, I have to get the McKinley $500 bill. That's cool.
100%. This president and his wife exchanged more
Or
than...
John and Abigail Adams.
Finish the
You
question.
pressed the buzzer too early.
Yeah, exactly. Their letters are beautiful, by the way.
This president was an enthusiastic dog breeder, particularly of hunting hounds, to which
LBJ.
he gave names like Sweet Lips and Drunkard.
Ew. Don't love that.
Yeah, not into that at all. That
He's one of
sounds-
those people that lets them lick their face.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
I was gonna say, who is Teddy Roosevelt? Because that seems like a thing he would do, but probably earlier.
Yeah, earlier.
I like the earliest.
Earlier than Teddy?
Really? That was a Washington thing?
Yeah.
That's so weird. George, that's so weird. That's so
Washington
weird,
bred
George
dogs?
Washington.
You know, that weirdo George.
That is a weird one.
I think LBJ
Okay,
did
fast
breed
facts for
hounds.
1,000.
A star football player at
Or-
the University of Michigan, this president turned down offers from both the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers.
Who is Gerald Ford?
Wow.
What's amazing about that is that Saturday Night Live made him famous for being like a bumbling, fumbling idiot. Every time Chevy Chase would appear, he'd fall over. Probably, literally the most physically adept president in the history of all the presidents is Gerald Ford. Right? He was an actual football star. So,
I don't know that I would say most physically adept. I would say Roosevelt, Lincoln, Washington, because they could wrestle, but Ford's definitely up there.
good job, SNL, as always.
All right, Ben.
You won Jeopardy today. You're moving on to the next round.
I played against nobody, so yeah, that was great.
We still want you to play against your dad one day.
Oh, my dad might crush me at this.
We're going to make it happen.
Really. My dad is quite good at Jeopardy. Alrighty, folks, so that was me playing presidential Jeopardy.
So I think we ended up tying in that. We each got one that the other missed, and then we all pretty much missed the same ones. So yeah, I mean, Ben's very smart when it comes to presidential history. But his staff is pretty crap at writing Jeopardy questions. The little had to throw one out because it didn't make any sense. So that's pretty interesting. Let me know what you thought about that, how I did against Mr. Shapiro, and if he does another one of these, if you'd like to see me take him on again. It is a fun thing to do. Another thing distracted me from the Nixon video, which is still it's being worked on. Editing video original content does certainly take longer, so I do things like this just to fill in the gaps. But thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you thought in the comments. What questions did you miss, or did you get any right that I missed? And until next time, never stop learning.